Hi, I'm Matt Norman with Florida Native Boat Sales here in sunny Southwest Florida. On board a new brokerage listing of mine, a 2018 Regulator 41. She is an offshore battle wagon, but full of luxury comfort. So we're gonna walk you through every little detail. So saddle up, it'll be a fun ride. So the 41 Regulator is 41.3 overall to the back of the transom here, but they incorporate a bracket style transom design, which extends these engines back to 46.10 to the back of the engine. So you get this added benefit, the engines being further back for better maneuverability offshore, and the added flotation of this massive transom bracket. And it's really easy to be able to walk back here, board the boat, and you don't have a splash well to deal with. So you'll see that the transom truly fishes like a sport fish boat should, with a nice full transom with a ton of storage. So as we focus in on this quad package of Yamaha F350s, a few things to highlight here. One, these engines only have 405 hours, so very low hours, and they were just recently fully serviced. Two, they're the Yamaha F350Cs. And the C series has a improved gear case lubrication system. It's 40 pounds lighter. They have updated the ECUs. So the flywheel is just a serviceable item and is perfectly tracked. So just an overall better performing engine, a simpler engine, a improved engine over the first generation Yamaha 350s. And finally, the stunning paint job on here beautifully matches the hull exterior and the exterior topside with that gray and white finish. So I've arrived here at the transom, and this has sport fisherman feel all over it. A very, very secure transom here. We're 28, depending on where you are here, inches deep. So very, very secure. And then it allows for massive amount of storage for both live well capacity and fish box capacity. So you have twin 40-gallon live wells in the corner, so you can separate bait beautifully. And then you have a 330 plus quart full depth transom fish box that has openings on both sides here. So what a great spot to be able to secure your catch as soon as you board it without having it flopping all over the deck and dealing with a in-floor fish box, accidentally stepping on something. Here, it's easy to get to, easy to take quick action, and I love the work area that this is gonna give you. So conveniently hidden behind this amazing cockpit fishing space is fold-out aft seating. So quick little pull, little gas assist. You can easily sit 2 full-size adults, maybe 3 for kids, and you are forward-facing. Very nice view as you're running the boat, and you're nice, safe, and secure. You're not up on top of here, and as easy as that, it closes back in. I love how Regulator also making the most of spacing anywhere they can. They got some additional storage for tackle center. And then also rounding out this hidden under the transom here are your engine flush ports. So 2 on the port, 2 on the starboard for your quad setup. So you do not have to flush your engines all the way back there on the swim platform bracket. You can do it right here from the convenientness of the cockpit. One of multiple freshwater ports right here. So you're gonna have 60 gallons of freshwater capacity on this boat. So again, it is set up for multiple days. So again, great setup here. Regulator using a ton of space, and you can see how beautiful this upholstery is too. We're gonna highlight that throughout. So we have a very thoughtful and owner-friendly service lazarette port here on this 2018. Again, for its age, you see a very, very clean bilge. First of all, here we got the 8 kilowatt Fisher Panda diesel generator. It's gonna have its own 20-gallon fuel cell, separate of your boat's engines. Access to filters, pumps, washdowns. Everything is at a quick glance and also in great shape. Again, very, very, very mild corrosion. I got a little bit of corrosion on a SureFlow washdown pump, which is almost to be expected if you don't change them annually. And I got one gas strut out here holding this up, which again can be rectified very, very easy. But great access and a very, very clean bilge for a 2018. And the owner of this 41 Regulator has fully outfitted the cockpit floor with a very nice, tasteful faux teak flooring, a nice EVA pad flooring that is in great shape, and it really offers that excellent traction when the decks are wet and a little bit of fatigue relief in rough seas. So love the faux teak flooring, and let's also now explore the side dive door. And of course, in this space, the side dive door is something to be expected, but I really, really love the way Regulator does this, and I'll show you how easy it is. So you simply fold the top half over, unlock the bottom portion, which locks securely right in place. And then most dive doors are then gonna require you to retrieve a ladder of some kind in the console, in the transom area, and lug it around, which can be very inconvenient. But this one has conveniently a integrated ladder right underneath that flips down, super easy. Will work great with fins or without, and check this out. So then this folds right back down in place. And you have the ability to use this for divers getting in and out. And then again, when you're not using the ladder, it's great access for just getting off on a floating dock at a restaurant. So I've made my way here to the feature-rich tackle center and summer kitchen combo. So nice, conveniently hidden when you're not using it, but gives way to excellent use of a Kenyan electric cooktop, a double sink, freshwater sink for a prep area. And then beneath both of these are a plethora of different storage for tackle or other gear. Anything from quick grab items to fold out trays to Plano tackle, even a trash receptacle here in the middle. So a nice area, whether you're entertaining or on a hardcore fish day, this will be a great setup for you to get your items quickly and efficiently. So directly behind and above me is a factory installed Regulator Marlin tower. So a full set of upper controls with a hardtop buggy top. We're gonna start by highlighting all of the additional rod holders you're getting now with this Marlin tower feature. So whether you're using it or not, you are gonna now benefit from a ton of rocket launcher rod holders. And this is also gonna be accessible from either side. So you can climb up and access this tower very easily, steps going all the way up from either the port or the starboard side. We're gonna go up there right now and take a closer look. So I've made my way on top of the Marlin tower, and it is a bird's eye view up here and very, very comfortable. Enough room for 2 full-size adults, no problem. And you can run this boat from a standing or a seated position with a full backrest, and you're covered up by this nice hardtop of shade throughout. A lot of features on here. Of course, you have your full station controls with your Yamaha Helmaster Steering, including the upper station joystick, so you can run the joystick from up here. You have a dedicated spot for running the Autopilot and 2 9-inch Garmin units, one that's dedicated for your Yamaha, and the other one that is set up to run all of the other network data, right? So everything from radar to audio to even this convenient FLIR pan and tilt night vision. I was just running that just a second ago to test it. So you're gonna be able to run everything that you can downstairs for the most part up top here in just a more condensed manner, but it's very efficient, very effective. So not only is being up here great for navigating and giving that bird's eye view, but it's also gonna give you a bird's eye view into your aft cockpit. Come here, take a look, and look at this visibility that I have to manage an entire crew working baits and running baits and managing these outriggers. So we have carbon fiber taco outriggers that are all ready to go. And again, from this vantage point up here, I can let my crew down there know everything they need to do. So stepping under this massive XL hardtop down from the tower, I've made my way here to the helm area, and I love the shade that this throws. It's a nice custom hardtop from Regulator. It's color matched as well to the hull. It's just got nice soft edges, and before I forget, it also has full gull wings that we don't have on board today, but you can deploy on rough seas. But speaking of comfort, this upholstery, this 3-bank set of triple bolster seats, very functional, very comfortable, and look, for a 2018, the impeccable condition. So to put this into sit-down mode, just drop that down, and now I can sit in here locked in without having to mess with armrests, but it's not so encompassing that I still can't move around. So it's a really nice touch by Regulator in that design. And again, all the way across, I can immediately go right into leaning post mode, again, with it receiving my torso very nicely. So again, triple bolster seats, and let's talk about what's going down underneath the seats. I think you'll like it. So underneath this triple bolsters, we first are glued to the SeaKeeper 6 on board. So SeaKeeper Stabilization is a gyro stabilizer that when you turn this on, it will reduce roll, which is especially important on a tower boat that can sometimes roll a little more. It will reduce roll by about 90 plus or minus %. So an excellent feature to have on board, very user-friendly, very easy to use, and very few hours on the SeaKeeper 6. Flanking it on both sides are your batteries, so good access to servicing those and taking a look at your 12-volt system. And directly above, very conveniently located, are gonna be your 12-volt switching. So your battery switches for your engines, your house system, your generator, and folding down right here, exampling is some additional footrest seating for when you're in those bolsters. So I love how Regulator's designed this. It is a very, very clean setup, as you can see, for this 2018, and it keeps the weight very nice center line of the boat. So not only we got the SeaKeeper in line, we got the one single 600-gallon fuel tank in line, but these batteries also stay in line and weight centered, which is very important on a vessel like this. So now I'll focus in ahead of me here at the helm, and I am greeted by a suite of Garmin 8617-inch screens. So we're talking about 3 flush-mounted Garmin screens handling all of your necessary navigation stuff, right? So full screen radar, full screen chart, full screen depth. Still got my Yamaha full screen right here. I love that you can change your data as needed, and you don't really have to ever do a split screen in most cases. Let's drop down below now. We're gonna have a suite of your switches that are split port and starboard that are all gonna be labeled and backlit. 4 air conditioning ports to handle both the driver and the passengers. Blow a nice cold AC. It's a 10,000 BTU unit down there that can also blow AC here. A carbon fiber Edson wheel greets you, both upstairs as you saw as well. Down here, what a nice touch. Your SeaKeeper gauge, and again, this is the SeaKeeper 6 over the 5, so a nice upgraded unit that's gonna spool up quicker and give you 20% more roll reduction than the 5 that you see in a lot of these models. Right here next to this Yamaha Helmaster binnacle, we got a second Yamaha joystick, just like upstairs. That's gonna give you your fish point, set point, and stay point, I believe. Again, it's just gonna hold you in place, allow you to drift holding that angle, or do both. I even love how there is a catch-all item that's fiberglass molded in on both sides for quick gear like wallet, keys, phone. Trim tabs are right where you expect them, Lenco tabs. And then I almost missed above me is a quick control for Autopilot if you weren't gonna use the Garmin interface on the screens, but a nice dedicated reading for your Autopilot. Your VHF ship to shore, again with your command mic down below, and a Fusion head unit for, again, controlling all the JL audio pumping through this boat. So very nice appointed, in excellent shape, a good windshield keeping us protected, and just a joy to run a boat of this size with the functionality at our fingertips here on this Regulator. So as I step down from the helm area back onto the cockpit sole and make my way towards the front, you'll see I got grab handles right where I need them. It's got great cockpit depth all the way through, and it's also one level deck. I don't have a little step up here to trip over. Great shot of seeing all the rod holders that are spread out throughout the gunnel. So no matter how you're fishing the boat, you're gonna have a rod holder in place set up for you. And this is again where the gull wings attach. We got JL audio pumping loud throughout everywhere. So you have a 10-inch sub here, then we have stanchion speakers. And again, these bolsters hit you in a very nice, comfortable spot. So as I make my way into the port side access of the cabin, I'm very secure, very comfortable, and let's take a look inside. So stepping down here into the console cabin, it's a nice, easy transition, a 2-step down with a grab handle, and you notice first how much headroom there is. I just measured, we have over 7 foot 2 inches of headroom here in the entryway to move about the cabin. Even in the enclosed head, there's 6'11" foot of headroom. So a very, very well appointed cabin. You would not expect this nice of a cabin in a center console. You first realize how much leg room there is. There's plenty enough room here for 2 adults to sleep feet forward overnight for a few nights without an issue. You have ice cold AC pumping into this space and a lot of natural light too. So you have windows on both port and starboard side. We have a skylight that you can open and get some natural ventilation too. And you can easily convert this bed into a settee area with a table. You just remove this insert piece, raise up the table, and you can easily entertain, have a meal down here. So taking a look behind me here, you have a nice compact kitchenette with all the creature comforts of home, a stainless steel freshwater sink, a Kenyan electric cooktop, a isotherm 12-volt refrigerator, and a microwave that has not even ever been used. Ready for its first breakfast burrito. Also here rounding it out, we have access to breakers and your 120 and 12 volt paneling, some lighting here, your AC control for the thermostat, and plenty of cabinetry. Let's take a look here inside the head. So inside the head here, the first thing that's unique is we have a closed off head. A lot of center consoles are gonna have maybe a space that just kind of closes off the top of the toilet, but it's still fully exposed. So here you actually can completely close off the head, and it is a full shower too. So you have, again, that 6'11" headroom, your own dedicated sink in here, and we have a hot water heater on board thanks to that generator. And it's a 6-gallon hot water heater, and it's gonna give you the ability to take a nice hot shower even if you're miles offshore or anchored off in a remote cove in the Bahamas. So nice job on Regulator, and again, well appointed and in very good condition. So here forward of the console, we have a nicely appointed chaise lounge on this Regulator 41. I like a lot of stuff on this chaise. It's one, you have dedicated full sides, not just a tiny little armrest to hold you in. So if you are gonna run up here, you are very, very secure. Two, they've made great use of space with giving you a nice storage in the front part of this. Even with having that cabin, you still have a very nice deep storage that we have a ton of gear in, and dedicated spots for 5-gallon buckets. You probably get plenty of dive tanks in here too. And then lastly, it is just a comfortable place to enjoy that this hardtop's even throwing us some nice shade. So you can sit 3 people here very, very easily, legs up, secure, and with a beverage right within reach if desired. So taking a look at the bow area, one, from an aesthetic, and I didn't mention this before, but the pipework all throughout is a color match gray powder coating that really matches and blends nice with the gray accents on the upholstery. So a nice custom touch. The bow seating is all fully removable. So if you were gonna do a hardcore fishing trip, you just unsnap all this stuff and you have nice non-skid diamond pattern to be able to throw a cast net or to step up here and sight fish maybe some mahi. But right now we have the cushions on board, and it is a very nice place to sit. So one, you can kick up backrests on both port and starboard and sit into it lounge mode. You can also lower it and now sit backrested with a larger group opposing. So as I take advantage of lounge mode, I'm gonna have cup holders right where I need them, my grab holder right here, a nice spot for catch-all items or maybe some dock lines. Underneath me, both port and starboard side, I believe are over 200 quart of storage. Right here in the front section of the floor is a electric actuated table. So we'll deploy that in a second and show you guys what that looks like. But more storage up here is this is the largest cavity in the boat, I believe. It is over 600 quarts of in-floor fish box, and also doubles as dedicated fixed rod rack storage in here. So really nice big volume space right here, and just a great day, great space to enjoy a nice day on the water. So all the way here at the bow of the 41, big massive hatch that's gonna enclose the Lumar through bow stainless steel anchor windlass, making anchoring a breeze. And you have freshwater access to clean this off, and you have a wired remote to operate it from a few different vantage points. But when this is all closed up, this is a lot of real estate here on this ring deck. You know, this is a stable, big battle wagon that you can, use this to move throughout the boat. You have also this big deep V and big bow flare that the bow of this boat really showcases well. And it would not be in as good a condition if this boat was not just properly maintained with a fresh detail to bring it ready for market, and a full plethora of Sombrella storage covers that not only take care of the items you would expect like around the helm, but even the entire combing bolsters are all protected when this boat is stored by very nice breathable Sombrella sun covers. So well done by the owner to take care of this boat and pass it along for the next owner. It was such a pleasure walking everyone through this 2018 Regulator 41 brokerage listing of mine. I'm Matt Norman with Florida Native Boat Sales here in beautiful Southwest Florida, right here at the base of Sanibel Island. We got the Quad 350 started up, purring along. We're going to take it through some running paces and enjoy just a gorgeous fall day here in Southwest Florida.